Okay, so yesterday we studied fonts and something about buttons. Also, we studied and about the colors we studied. Uh, Now I want to uh, tell you some few more things. For example, I am creating a box here. Okay, let's change its fill to this one. Okay, I am making a copy of it and again copy and again copy. So let's say these are misplaced. Okay, if I want to align them, I select them all and click on the tidy up. It will uh, automatically arrange them. Okay, because their alignment will be different. For example, uh, now let's move this a bit upward, a bit down. Okay, and again I click on idea. It will just what it will do. It will uh, give equal space in horizontal. Now I want to align them. I will click on this button and it will align from the bottom. Okay. For example, I have these are arranged in this way. Okay. And I want them to be aligned centrally. Okay. Then I will click on this one. So these are aligned. But you can see that the spacing between them is different. So I will click on this and tidy up and they will be equally distributed. So in this way, we can do the things. For example, uh, I can drag it. Okay. Now I click on this. You see it is centrally aligned. But what you do, what I want to do, I want them that they should not be in this way. They should be left aligned. So if I click here, so they will be in this way. They will be left aligned. Okay. Another important thing, for example, I change its fill to this one, let's say, change its fill to this one, let's say, change its fill to this one. Okay. Now, if I select the things, if I take it from this point, and I can move their positions. I can play in this box. Okay. Another thing, you are seeing this space, this thing, you can decrease this or increase this by just holding it in this way. So in this way, you can play with the things uh, by using these options like this. Now, in this way, they are just up aligned. That is why they are overlapping. Okay. So we don't want in this way. So in this way, we can arrange the things very easily and we don't need to just move the mouse to align them. Okay, we just need to place the things and rest of the thing Figma will do. Okay, you can remember the shortcuts so that you can work around. Okay, now let's move toward the images. Okay, now uh, I want to tell you something about images. Okay, let's let us we have this image available. Okay, so first of thing, how to bring this image. Okay, there are many ways. But first, I will tell you that how to find the free images that can be utilized. Okay, so for free images, there are many websites available which offer free images. I show you two websites. Those are let's so number one is this one unsplash.com. Here you can get many free images. Okay, you can search any images like headphone. Okay, so you can get these images from here. Another website is pexels.com. Okay, from here you can also get these images, many free images. One way is one way is this: download the image from here. Okay, the other way is you go to the Figma. Let's move toward the Figma, and here you can have plugin. Okay, on the plugin, manage plugin, you can write unsplash. Okay, I have installed it. Its name is unsplash. The same website. I click it here, it will run. Okay, now I search here headphone. So I have all these images available here. If I click on here, it will give me this image here on our screen. Okay, this image here available. So in this way, you can get images. Okay, and you can find your uh, suitable images that you want to use. So this is the way of getting images. Let's bring this one. Okay. Now I am closing it. And now, for example, I want to fill my, let's have a frame here. Okay. Yes, here is image. What we can do, we can drag this image inside the frame. Okay, now this is inside the frame. I can shrink it down to fit in the frame. Okay. In this way, I can have frame, background current, color change with the image. Okay. If you see, I was dragging the image. So if I am, for example, dragging this image, I can change its shape. Okay. But if I hold on shift, then it will change equally. Okay. So you keep in mind that how you want to change its shape. Uh, Here I did not press the shift, press and hold the shift because I want it to fix it in this image. Okay. Now you see in this frame, I have this image. Okay. For example, I am deleting this image. There is another way. Click on here and here go here on the fill option, select on image and choose an image. Now you can choose any image from here. For example, I am selecting this one. So it will fill it with that image. Okay. So I am doing undo, and I think this is a right image. Okay. So in this way, you can have any image. You can change its opacity. You can have different effects. You can change its pass through to 50% or anything you want. Okay. So let's you can change image properties from here. You can increase exposure or contrast or anything you want to you want to give shadow, anything you can give from here. Okay. So there is another thing that how to crop the image. Similarly, as we fitted in the frame, we can also fit in our boxes like this one. I have this box. I select here and I fill it with this image. Okay, so it is filled with this image. So in this way, we can play with the images. Now let's show you how to crop the image. For example, we have this image and I want to crop it. Okay, just I double click it, go on the fill and on the crop. So now I can crop it in this way. I can crop it. Okay, so now I have cropped image. I double click it. I have this box. I'll again open and again I restored image to original. Another way to crop the image is, for example, let's have this polygon here. Okay, and I want it to be, for example, five, five corner polygon. Just I put it here. Okay, what I need to do, I need to send it to the back. I press the arrow key and it is back. Now what I will do, I select both. Sorry. I select these both, and what I do, this thing, masking, use as a mask. Now see the image is cropped, and we have this thing, this mask group. So now we can move it anywhere. We go inside, we can change that how you want, we want. Okay. So we can play with image in this way also. Um, Another thing is so for this thing you keep in mind that whichever thing you are masking, that thing will be or should be whichever thing you want to see, that should be on front. For example, I send it back and now I do masking, then I will have this thing. So first we have to bring the image to the front. For that we press capital arrow key, it is on the front and I have this image on the front and I can now do anything. Another thing, you can also do the same thing with the text. Okay, so with the text, for example, I increase it to 64. So I type the text. Okay, I type the text. Now what I want, I bring it here on this image. Okay, again do same thing. Select these both. Select all and mask it. This is not selected. I think it is not on the image. That is why it's not working. Wait a minute. Yes, now just mask it. Okay. So you see the image is gone and I have my text available. So I can change the image also from here. If I want this image, I can have this image. If I if I want to drag it, or for example, yes, drag it, then I can have change its position also. So in this way we can uh, fill our text or anything. Another thing is I have now these two things, these two box available. Okay, you see here. If I click on the text and I select the text box, and now I want to change it to change it, I can change it also. Okay, so I can change it also. So in this way you can play with the images, and you can do different things with the images also. So now the next thing is button. Okay, let's move towards the button. For example, I am creating a button of this width. Okay, I am changing its corner to, let's say, 15, and changing its fill to, let's say, this one. Okay, let's change its corner to 25. Okay, it should be with here. Okay, now I select the text, click on here, select the text, click on here, I write by now. Okay, I I write buy now. Now you see the buy now is not aligned with this one. Okay, so what I will do, I will select these both and click on auto layout. Now you see here the icon is changed, and inside this icon I have two things, one buy now button and one thing is this one. Let's draw it. Yes, two things we have available, and now it is also centrally aligned. Okay, now let's click here, and I am stretching it. So as I state, it is always in the center. Okay, so it is always centrally aligned. Okay, so in this way, if I want to type something more, now you see, if I am typing more, the box is not stretching, but the text is stretching. Okay, so what is the solution? The solution is here. Uh, when I click on here, sorry, I click here, I go to, Yes. So actually this was stretching indefinitely, but I want my this button also move with this. Okay, so for that, what we need to do is, let me remember, move it to the center. Yes. Now, if I am moving it to the center, now you see I am stretching it, but it is not going outside. Okay. So in this way, we can have text and auto layout working together. Okay. For example, let's create another button. Let's undo it. Yes. Okay. I make a copy of it. Select this frame. Make a copy of it. Okay. Now what I do is I type it to change it to the fill container. Okay. Now I am typing. Now you see I have selected fill container. Now it's when if I am typing, it's filling the container. For example, I am typing from change here, I have to fill. So it will fill the container like this way. Okay. So I can stretch it. This is our chat uh, walk. So if I click on the fill here, so it will fill the container. Okay, it will not go outside. If I click on the hub content, so it can go outside. If I click on the fixed width, so uh, it will remain fixed no matter how much text we type. So it will remain fixed. Okay. So if I move here, it will remain fixed. So what happens that we have three options when we are, one is hug, one is fixed width. Fixed width, what fixed width do? It will, uh, what fixed width do? It will now frame and it is hug. And I fixed width and now I am typing. So it is not stretching. Okay, this is fixed width. Okay, now I change it to the hug container. Now you see it's going outside. Okay, so so in this way we can play with its properties, fixed width or hug container. Okay, and fixed width vertically or horizontally or hug container. So in this way we can play with its properties. So I hope it is clear now. Uh, Last time I also told about the variants. Okay, how to create variants of a button and how to create component. opening. Sorry, my throat is not good. Okay, so let's move toward the last time thing, that is how to create component. So let's say this is our button. I want to create it a component. Now it is our component. Its icon is also changed. Okay. Now I create its variant. Okay. And I what I do, I go to its color and go to library and change its color to secondary. It's not visible. Let's say this one. Okay. Or we can say this one. Okay. And we can have multiple states. For example, this is a buy now button. This is a pressable button. Okay. Sometime we have a button or a style that is that we want that it is something, some option is enabled or disabled. Okay. Just so for example, I have a button. We can create a button and we say we go to library and we select it this color. Keep it to 25. Okay. Type text in it. In a word. I click on the auto layout. It is auto layout. Now I make it a component and I add a variant of it. Okay. So what I do, I change its color to the secondary and I will say it is its wait a minute. How wait a minute. Okay, so it is its disabled state. Okay, now uh, I create another component. I click on here and I see this is I want to create a hovering state. Okay, Ho- hovering state is when I move mouse over there. Okay, so I that will be something like darker of this thing. Okay, so this will be a hovering state. Okay, so in this way you can create your multiple buttons. Okay, and when you create it, you can give them. For example, this is frame 6. If you click on this, you have this thing property. Its name is default. Okay, you can name it as a enabled. Okay, now you can variant 2, you can name it disabled. Okay, and this you can call it hovering Okay, just name like this. Now, and similarly, I uh, call it normal and call it like hover. Okay. Now let's say these are our component, and now these components are available in our library here. Now let's say we want to place this button at our screen. So what we do, I bring it here. Okay, resize it because we our button was big. That is why it's doing this. So to, for that we need to select scale, and now we will move, and it will move equally. Okay, so still I need to make it bit smaller. Okay, so I have buy now button, and similarly I have enable button here. I also press K, change the to scale mode, and now I have this enable. Now, for example, I want this to be changed. Okay, I want this so to be so okay. I want it to be changed to another state. So what I will do, I will not bring that button. Just I will go here and change its state. Just I will go here and change its state like this one. Okay, let's start our class. We continue. So I was teaching that we can have change states and we don't need to just bring the other button at any stage if we want to change. So we can change this it in this way. Another thing I want to tell you that, for example, uh, this is a button I created. For example, we can write, let's and I want it to be filled with, or let's say this color. Let's keep it to the class. Okay, let's see this. And I want to type something by now. Okay. What I will do, I select it and I do it a frame selection. Okay. Now this is in our frame, frame 7. Let me rename it button by now. Okay. So I click on here on the auto layout. Okay. So I click on here and I start typing. So what is the difference before and now? Because now we have created it a frame. So when I am typing, it is also moving our uh, button, stretching its length. Okay. And here our property is hug. If I click it to the fixed width, so now the width is fixed, but it is going down. Okay. And if I call it fill container, so still in this way it is filling the container. Okay, it will keep on filling the container. So, and if I click on here So it will place in the middle. Okay. So in this way, you can play with its properties, fix with hub content. Okay. So in this way, you can play with its properties for the with the button property. Now uh, we are we have learned all the basic stuff of the Figma tools and uh, button stuff etc. Now, if you have any question, tell me. Otherwise, we move forward. If till now you have not understand anything, tell me. Otherwise, we move forward. Let's move to uh, something we wanted to create now our application. So we are starting with few things. For example, we have selected last day, we have selected our colors. What was our colors? These were our colors. And for example, we are selecting this design. Okay. So we are selecting this design and we have these colors available. So we have to make an application in this way. So let's move toward our hi-fi mobile and let's create our design. Let me bring the mood board, control C and control V. Okay. I place it somewhere here. Okay. Oh yes, another thing I forgot to tell you that about this thing. You can make your own logos in this way. So I want to tell you about this also. So let me show you how we can create it. For example, we are typing a text. Let me do it in capital. Okay. And we can change its spacing between text. We have selected the text and now we have our another text. Okay. Now I want to make it bit smaller. Let me select text style from here from my library. Let's have it something 18 and make it something bigger 24 or we can maybe 32. Okay, in this way. So we have both things ready. Let's change its color to this thing. Okay, so now we have our color added. Now what we can do is go to select tool. Control Z. Yes, click on the outline stroke. Okay. If you click on the outline stroke, then you can edit this. Okay. What you can do, you can take it from here and you can move it to the here. Okay. In this way. And you can change its color also to anything that's look something better, like in this way. So in this way, you can play with your text, or for example, I am done here. I click here. I click here. I move it here. Um, so I told you that how we can do that. So for doing that or anything, you select that text. Okay. If I want to select this text, right click and outline strike. Okay. So this is the key outline, control alt O. So in this way you can do this. And you can click on that text and that can be an editable text. Okay. You can play with it in any way. Okay. So this can be an editable text. So I hope this is clear. Now let's delete these things. Delete these things. Delete these. Delete these. Delete these. Delete these. Delete these. Now let's move toward our wireframe. We want something like this. We have a logo and we want something like this on our in our hi-fi design. Okay. So first of all, we will select the logo. So for example, we create a text here. And for example, let's select it to the scale tool. And then let's frame it. And let's keep it here. Okay. Okay. So this can be our logo. It can be shrink down like this way. Okay. This can be our logo. Now from the set of icons, we can bring some icons here. So from the we use plugin the I think content reel. Oh, sorry. It was a Iconify, I think. But yes, it was Iconify. So move to the plugin and Iconify. So from Iconify plugin, we select something. Let's take this one here. Okay, its size is too big. And resize it. Bring it to the deep here. And let's put this in all okay. Now search for the profile button. Okay, profile, this one we select. We can select maybe this one, or we can select this one. Okay, it looks better. Okay, so this is our profile button. But instead of this, we can change it with the circle, and we can add image of something here. But for now, I am going with this. Now go for a search button. Uh, let's select which one? This one maybe. And this maybe. So let's move it a bit here. Okay, before this, let's add grids to our system so that we can align easily. Layout grid, uh, it's visible. Yes, we have six number grids. We need to add a margin. For example, we add a 20 margin. Now it's look better. Okay, now I can play with my element easily. Okay, and one more thing, menu button. Mm, we- so we searching something else. Return to collection. Yes, we are here menu. It's not working. Let's get from search from here. Uh, maybe here we can find it. Yes, this one. This I placed here. Let's move it to here and increase its size bit. Okay. Another thing we can add in the grid layout system that I click on the frame. Now these are not aligned. Okay. So what I can do, I can select these all. Okay. And what I can do, I can frame the selection. Okay. Now I have framed the selection. Now I can, what I can do, I can say simply, let's ungroup first. What I can do, I can select and I can align, but it's not aligning in good way. Okay. Let's do center line. Yes, now it's looking better. So now it's center aligned and now I can make it a frame selection. Okay. Still, if it is not good, not looking good, then there is another way. We can add, go to the auto layout and add another thing. In the grid, we can, from grid, we can add some rows and we can go to okay, add count of row to the 50, for example, maybe 30. Yes, 30 looks to be one row and maybe 20 or maybe 15. I think 20 is good. Okay, so 20 we have selected here. So what is the benefit of this? Benefit of this is that we can place the elements in this way. You see, I have now all the elements touching its bottom. So I can see that my elements are at the right place. Okay. So now let's select a background. Okay. So for the background, what we should do, we should select our, go to our colors and select any color here. For example, we are selecting this color. Maybe we can change it later on, or we can select this color, or, or we can select any gradient. Okay. So after that, we are going to add an image at our product shot. Okay. So we are bringing an image here. For image, I need to go to the which plugin. Right now we have worked on which plugin Unsplash. Plugin and Unsplash. Okay, let's select anyone. For example, okay, this is our big image. We are shrinking it down. we are bringing it inside our frame. Okay. What we can do that we can place it here, or we can do it that we can resize it a bit smaller. Select the frame and we can give it position like 58 from the x-axis. So 58 from here, 58 from here. Sorry. Yes. Here it's looks great. So I will work on this. So you two work on your design, and in the next class, you will show me these two pages, home page and product feature page, as of we have learned. So I will check your pages in the next class. We are running out of time also now. So in the next class, we will check, you will bring your designs and these pages, and we will see that whose design is best one. So for now, bye bye, and see you in the next class soon. Okay.